places. We started the show. Hello, family, friends, and just general supporters and people who suddenly were like, why am I in this gym? I don't know how I got here. We're so glad for all of you to be here tonight to our second showing of the Scarlet Pimpernel. Please be advised that all cell phones should be turned off at this time or put on silent. We do not allow cell phone photography during the performances, and I'm up here, I can see you from above. So, you must please put your cell phones away at this time. We will not begin until all cell phones are away. Thank you. Please put them on silence. Oh, and if you're in the back, because the sound is so much better close to the front, there are a bunch of empty places up here. These occupied girls, oh, well, why don't you scoot in and let's bring these in. These much prefer better seating up here, in case anyone wants to move up. We have 12 spots right over here. And one right in front.
One right there.
All right, so once again, welcome to our second showing of the Scarlet Pimpernel. This is our cast A performing. The kids have done so much hard work on this show that I hope will be apparent from tremendous costuming, to insane lighting effects, to dozens of props that needed ordering, apart from just working on some really difficult and tremendous acting scenes contained within a really difficult and tremendous show. It's one of my absolute favorites, and it's been a dream my entire life to do this show, and I never thought it would ever be possible to do it, because the kind of budget that you would need for a production like this and the kind of dedication of actors if you didn't have a budget just seemed impossible to me. But this year, God gave me not the class that I deserved, but the class that only in grace, which could be infinitely good, could possibly have been given to me. And that was this year's junior class, and this is what they've done. Thank you.
Fear not, my daughter. If you will look at the passages that I have marked, your spirits will be uplifted.
It is not for myself, I fear, Father, but for my children. They have done nothing. They are innocent.
Innocent? Ha! Show me one honest soul that is innocent, and you can spit in my face.
But surely the children are too young to die.
Even so, they will live on through the mercy of our Lord. Look here, my daughter.
Take them away! Follow my key! Center in!
We've come to help you. Quickly.
Big friends, my darlings.
Hello there. Sergeant Bevo. Yes, sir. The Countess de Belair family have escaped from the temple prison. We've received word that the Scarlet Pimpernel was at large in the city. Could be trying to smuggle them out of the country by some way of this, or one of the other gates. Be on the lookout and keep your eyes open. Alright, lads. Let's check every car that comes through. Alright. Let's see your papers.
Oh, everything's in order, Sergeant.
Let me see inside those coffins.
What, over the coffins?
You heard me.
All right. Anyway, do as he says.
Take it back!
What's the matter, Sergeant? Lost a sense of humor.
Get out of here. Go walk to your house.
The other two are prettier.
Just get out of here and go walk to your house.
All right. Don't know what you're missing.
Now, get out of here. Open the gates. What are you two laughing at?
My darling. Is this man who risked so much for us?
That's, madame, is the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Go, your boss is waiting to take you to Helen.
Within the hour, this countryside will be swarming with soldiers. God willing, you'll reach the coast before they can catch up with you. Do you know the rendezvous?
Unchanged.
Unchanged. My ship will be waiting to take you back to England. Now go quickly. Godspeed.
What about you, President?
I'm back to Paris. But I shall see you shortly. By Sir Percival Blakeney, Baronet. They seek him here. They seek him there. Those Frenchies seek him everywhere. Is he in heaven or is he in hell? That damned, elusive Pimpernel.
didn't you tell us more about Scarlet Pimpernel, Percy? All of Paris is talking about her.
Nothing more to tell, my dear Suzanne, except that he and his band of friends have sworn to save as many as they can from Madame la Guillotine.
But at least tell us who he is.
Certainly, mademoiselle. If I knew that, I'd be the toast of London. What? That would seem to be the mystery.
What exactly is a Scarlet Pimpernel, Sir Percy?
Nothing more than humble wayside flower. Rather common in point of fact.
Still, what's the matter? Surely the deeds of man speak for themselves.
I only wish there were more like him.
Odds fish, my dear, one is quite enough. Fellows already made life damned inconvenient for the rest of us.
Inconvenient.
Why, yes, indeed, ma'am. Because of this Pimpernel chapter, your revolutionary guards suspect anyone who looks or even sounds remotely English. Sink me. You know, this whole revolution of yours is monstrous and horrible.
Please, don't credit us with this madness. Revolution itself may have started as a noble enterprise, but this...
Yet, we did bring it upon ourselves, Papa. We, the French aristocracy. Arrogance and excesses.
I feel my daughter does our class an injustice. Most of us are decent men, quite innocent. There's only a few who are guilty of any serious offense.
Yet, the innocent are being dragged down with the guilty. No reason given or needed. Our world is topsy-turvy, Sir Percy.
Then why do we sit here and look the other way, while brave men like the Scarlet Pimpernel do our work for us? Only today, for example, our dear friend the Countess de Bellier, as well as 3 other children.
No! Not the Bolliers!
Calm yourself, my dear. All 3 were spared at the last minute. Thanks, Miss Scarlet Pimpernel.
Thank heavens! God bless the Scarlet Pimpernel, whoever he may be. Surely he is an angel in disguise.
Amen.
Papa, there's something happening.
Suzanne, away from the window.
But I think someone may be in trouble.
Don't be concerned, my dear.
But Papa, you just said...
Come away, my dear.
In fact, I must make my farewells. I have an early appointment with the most divine haberdasher in the Rue de Mai tomorrow. Madame, a servant. Mademoiselle, your slave.
My dear Marquis, considering the offense, don't you think your methods are slightly large?
The revolutionary seduced my daughter of Rhode Bats. I say. Ah! Towards seeing your friend is in distress. To the rescue. Yours, I believe. My dear chap. A little cognac, I think.
Hurt?
There's a man outside with a carriage. He wants us to go with him. What can we do?
We must go to him at once.
What about the rest of the play?
My dear Louise, this is the chance every understudy dreams of.
No, I can't. I'm not ready.
You'll be superb, but not too superb, I trust. Now, to Armand.
Marguerite?
My dear Armand, what happened to you?
2 men, out of the darkness. If it hadn't been for this gentleman,
My brother and I are indebted to Monsieur.
Sir Percival Blakeney, mademoiselle. Although anyone would have done as much.
If you believe that, Monsieur, you do not live to respond. Who are these men that attacked you, Madame?
They were sent by the Marquis de Saint Cyr. I recognized his carriage, no doubt to teach me a lesson.
God is my witness. One day I will repay the Marquis for this. Come, my darling, let's go to bed. Do you think you can?
Thank you. I'm quite all right now.
Thank you, I don't know how to repay.
Think nothing of it, my dear.
I'm so sorry we couldn't do more to help. I hope you'll come again.
A rather harsh lesson. I trust the offense warranted the punishment.
My brother is young and hot-blooded, Monsieur. His heart too often leaves his head. So he had the impudence to fall in love with some slave daughter.
Is love, too, a crime in France these days?
Only if the lady's an aristocrat, whose father doesn't think a simple bourgeois fit to be the seigneur as they do. If you will excuse me, I must know my brother.
Wait! Will I not see you again?
My brother and I are having a small soiree at the theater in University Sunday next, if you're free.
For such an invitation, mademoiselle, I shall make myself free.
Sunday next, then?
Ah, congratulations, my dear. I hear you played a great success. Sold out every night.
Isn't it amazing? I was sure no one would come.
What nonsense. All of Paris adores you.
Dear, haven't you heard the news? News? Everyone's talking about it. There has been over 20 executions in the hospital in France today.
23, to be precise.
How?
My dear, I've only just been able to tear myself away.
You look so tired. Come, let's have some champagne.
You say there were 23 executions today, Chauvelin?
To be precise, and there will be more every day, until the committee has purged the Republic, the last corrupt aristocrat.
Not another speech, Chauvelin. This is what I have to listen to all day, my dear.
I'm afraid so. This young idealist has just become my assistant, so he has no choice.
You must be Paul
Chief Agent of the Committee of National Security, at your service.
Mademoiselle Langier of the National Theatre.
Le Chanté. But of course, your Marguerite's you understand.
I gather you're responsible for the arrest and executions of all undesirable.
That is but a small part of my duties.
The other is making long, boring speeches at social functions like these.
Well, now you have the opportunity to learn to make boring speeches too. Very well. Just for this once, I shall overcome my usual patriotic zeal and confine myself to a simple toast to the Republic.
No,
The Republic. It seems the Baron de Batz does not share our enthusiasm for the toast. Perhaps he is not a friend of the Republic.
My dear Chauvelin, I may be an Austrian by nationality, and an aristocrat by birth, but I can assure you I am a very good friend of the Republic.
I believe, rather, the Baron is a friend of profit, willing to sell his allegiance to the highest bidder.
It would seem that my presence here this evening is giving you distress. I shall cause you no further embarrassment, and shall bid you good evening.
This shows how vigilant we must be. We must root out the enemy in our midst. We never know where they might strike next. But if blood has to be shed, then I assure you, no one regrets it. All the night.
The Dauphin is to be held in the temple. Saint-Cyr.
There you are.
How could you be so rude?
To the bats.
He was a guest at my party.
An unworthy guest. The man is suspected of selling secret information to the Austrian government.
And why haven't you arrested him?
Because, my dear, he also sells secret information about the Austrians to us.
You've executed men for less.
Revolutions are never bloodless. This brief reign of terror will purge the land of all corruption and take us to new heights.
Be careful where it takes you, Paul.
To a new order, to the day of glory, and we will be proud of it, Marguerite, you and I, just as we've always dreamed. And then, I will make you my wife, and the future will be ours.
Sir Percy!
Lud, mademoiselle, you are even more beautiful than I recall. If that is possible.
Paul, this is the gentleman who rescued Armand. Paul Chauvelin, chief agent of the Committee of National Security. Sir Percy Bladen.
It is a pleasure, monsieur.
The pleasure, I can assure you, is all mine. Monsieur. I must apologize for my tardiness. It was next to impossible finding a carriage. Sink me. If everyone isn't so equal in your new society that no one wants to do the driving anymore.
Take it, sir, that you do not approve of our new society.
Approval, sir, in my opinion, demands the attainment of perfection. And in that sense, we rather overrate the charm of your new society. Faith for one thing, it does seem monstrous ill-dressed for any society, even a new one. Particularly, your tailors have betrayed you.
Betrayed us! We pride ourselves on our French tailors.
Well, it's fish, my dear fellow. Such shoddy workmanship will not be tolerated in London for one tiny instant. Look here, sir, at this linen cravat. I ask you, or the sorry cut of the sleeve. No. Or the sad state of those cuffs. Simply, I can hardly bring myself to look upon them. No, sir. If this is the best your tailors can do, 'twas serve you better to send them to the guillotine.
We will send our king instead, sir, and exalt our tailors.
More's the pity. Then your tailors will rule the land, and no one will make the clothes. So much for French fashion and French politics. What is it you Frenchies say? Touché. You seem a bit of a poet, and you do not know it. What?
This has been most amusing, Sir Percy, but if you'll excuse me, there's someone I must see inside. Marguerite, my dear.
Toodaloo?
You really mustn't see Chauvelin so recklessly. He's very powerful in the government. Already he's Robespierre's most trusted agent.
The only power I can see at present, mademoiselle, is the power of your beauty.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, Sir Percy.
This beholder is enchanted. If I were to tell you that I adore you, would you have me do so? Stintingly?
Adore me.
I would only declare it as I feel it, with all my heart.
But you can't be serious. You know nothing about it.
Exactly so. Which is why I yearn to know the one. You must tell me all about yourself, in every detail, but oh so slowly, so very slowly, so that it takes a very, very long time.
I don't know whether you're mad or...
Desperately in love. Tis all the same. Tell me if you can that you do not feel it.
Please. You move too fast.
My heart dictates the pace.
Good morning, Citizen Robespierre. Thank you, Citizen Journal.
This report informs me that there may be an attempt to rescue the royal family, particularly the young Dauphin, heir to the throne.
I shall see to it that security is tightened at once.
And another thing, there is one enemy of the Republic in particular that continues to elude us. A man considered more dangerous than all the others combined. The Scarlet Pimpernel.
With all due respect, Citizen, the man has spared barely a handful from the guillotine out of hundreds. Surely we overestimate his importance.
On the contrary, unchecked, his continued success could undermine the revolution itself.
Undermine the revolution.
By raising the hopes of those who conspire to overthrow the Republic and restore the monarchy. So you see, Chauvelin, while this meddlesome Englishman remains at large, he continues to be a menace.
Needless to say, the man who brings him to justice will win the gratitude of the nation. Not to mention the seat in the committee.
Must be stopped, Chauvelin.
I shall see to it at once, Citizen.
How is our young friend, Armand Saint-Just, settling in?
A bit headstrong, perhaps, but I do suspect he will go far.
The Dauphin is to be held in the temple. Stands here.
Mr. Percy Blakeney.
Show him in, Louise.
Forgive me if I kept you waiting.
You know, dates are 11.
I had a devil of a time finding a suitable basket.
A suitable basket.
I thought a picnic.
Percy!
Papers, papers, if you please. Sinclair, surely you recognize the most beautiful actress in France.
A Marotic line. It's not to recognize Mademoiselle Marguerite Sanchez. You there! Let this carriage pass.
the Duke de Leon!
Yes, proved most elusive, citizen, but I now believe there's only one way to catch it.
And how do you propose to fight one Englishman among millions?
By simple deduction, also. You see, this particular Englishman manages to pass himself off as French. It follows, therefore, that he comes from that privileged class, brought up by French governesses, tutored by French instructors, perhaps even educated at a French university. In a word, the man is undoubtedly an aristocrat, and that would explain his sympathies and narrow the field considerably. I believe that we shall find him at the center of social life in London, and that is why I propose we track him down.
He does have a point, Ponceau. While he's in France, the cunning fox is always on his guard. But in his own backyard, we shall have you appointed special envoy to the court of St. James as soon as possible. Ponceau will see to the details.
I am deeply honored, citizen. Would it not be advisable if I were to have the assistance of someone who is already familiar with the court? Someone whom they trust?
I suspect you have someone in mind.
Might I suggest the man who served our recently deposed king as ambassador in London for so long?
I like your sense of irony, Chauvelin. By all means, the Count de Tony would be an ideal choice. Send young Armand Saint-Just to bring him in.
I assure you, madam, Citizen Robespierre merely wishes to console with your husband on matters of the state.
Robespierre? I do not trust a snake.
You know me, and the debt I owe your family for the many kindnesses you've shown me and my sister over the years. I give you my word, no harm will come to him.
So you see, Maman, you have a man's word of honor.
I shall be back before supper.
Percy? My beloved, I've had to return to England urgently. Forgive me. I did not have time to kiss you farewell. Farewell, Percy. The dauphin is to be held in the temple. Saint-Cyr.
Spy on my former associates and friends?
You still refuse?
Most emphatically, you must be mad.
Very well. Take him to the temple.
Perhaps some time in prison will bring you to your senses.
You want to double your wager, Andrew?
Right, 100 guineas you'll never beat him. I don't know
You're damn right. That 100 guineas you owe me, old chap.
Percy, this is an man alive would be proud to join the League of the Scarlet Pimpernel.
That may be, my friends. But the greater the number, the greater the risk of betrayal. You know, my friends, if we are to succeed, we must maintain our anonymity. Mask our identities. Even if it means suffering the mockery of others. Being taken for fools, fops, nitwits, and even cowards.
That's the easy part. The hard part is not being able to brag about our exploits to the League.
Timmy, what is it, my dear fellow? Well, come on, out with it.
Louis the 16th has been executed.
The Queen,
Doomed to follow him to the guillotine.
what's the news of the young divine?
Well, the heir to the throne has been arrested and taken to the temple. Well, there's more. Your friend, the Count Tony, has also been arrested and taken to the temple.
His family?
They're still safe by the last report.
Then there's no time to lose. Andrew, I want you to set up a network of couriers. We leave for Paris at once.
Deliver this to the captain of the Revolutionary Guard in the Place de la Grève. Can't you see that I'm busy?
You have arrested the Count de Tony?
I have, on the orders of Citizen Robespierre. You may go. My dear Armand, such sentiments, especially on behalf of an aristocrat, could be easily misinterpreted.
I gave my word.
Yes, and as long as you are here to serve the committee, we will keep using you as we have. Now, boy, deliver this to the captain of the Revolutionary Guard in the Place de la Grève.
Must have more executions and proceed with greater dispatch. You can tell Citizen Chauvelin that if he thinks he can do better, he's quite welcome to. Might do him some good. Get some blood with those lily white hands of his. Save your breath, mademoiselle. He's one of them that sent you here.
What have I done?
There, there, my darling. Don't punish me.
The Dauphin is to be held in the temple. Sorcière. Marguerite, my dear. What is it, my dear? You look as if you'd seen a ghost.
It's just you took me by surprise, is all. What is that you're hiding behind your back?
I might ask you the same.
You have no right to pry into my personal affairs.
Even when those personal affairs smack of treason.
Treason? Why, surely you don't think. Paul, I happened upon that note only by chance.
Then why didn't you come to it with me?
I didn't know what to do. I wanted to be sure that it was important enough before I did something so drastic.
Drastic?
As reported to the committee.
My dear, I'm not the committee. I'm the man who